Don Lemon.
The people who make money off of sports will put that on television because we live in a capitalist society. And if people are interested in that, then there would be more attention and more money would be paid. So it's about the money.
The reason that female footballers or female sports stars get paid less than male sports stars is because nobody wants to fucking watch.
This video is brought to you by Angel Tree. Angel Tree. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this real quick. I know that a lot of people are going to have an incredible experience during Christmas, but there's a lot of people that will not. However, adults make decisions. Adults have consequences with their decisions. Children have nothing to do with adult consequences or adult decision making. And children who have parents who are in prison, they are not going to have access to those parents. They're probably not going to have an experience for Christmas like most of the other kids in America. But we are going to change that. I'm so excited for you guys, and I'm so excited for the guys that have helped me, guys and gals that have helped me get to this point. We're at 1,100 kids being helped out of 1,300 is the goal. We're going to go way beyond 1,300. I think my next goal is to say, how do we double what we were expecting to give this year to children to make them have or allow them to have an incredible Christmas? If you want to give $125, that's 5 children. My family gave $1,000, that's 40 kids. How many of us can give something? $25 is one kid. You can just go from 25, or you can go all the way up to 5,000. You can go to 10,000 if you want to. But I want us to do something special for these children for Christmas. And you guys are on the road to do that. Give your donation. The link will be in the description section. And shout out to everybody that is giving. I mean, what a beautiful thing when we can bless other people. And I like to use this channel to do that. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live and make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to this channel. Like this video. Comment on this video. Share this video. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, and also if you want the merch, it's in the carousel below. You can click on it. Go to the website there. Don Lemon, for the second time ever. Because I don't know if you guys remember way back when Don Lemon used to keep it real. Because y'all got to think Don Lemon didn't change. When Trump came around, he went woke. Because Don Lemon came on his show, and he had made mention of violence in the inner city communities, and they got mad at him. He had came on there and said, black men, pull your doggone pants up. Quit walking around sagging your pants. Maybe we'll put the clip here.
Black people, if you really want to fix the problem, here's just 5 things that you should think about doing. Here's number 5, pull up your pants. Number 4 now is the N-word. Now number 3, respect where you live. Start small by not dropping trash, littering in your own communities. I've lived in several predominantly white neighborhoods in my life. I rarely, if ever, witness people littering. Number 2, finish school. And number 1, and probably the most important, just because you can have a baby, it doesn't mean you should.
Don Lemon, he said that, and they were mad at him. And then he went woke. And then now, I don't know if his husband then divorced him or something. I don't know what happened to him. But he finally is saying something that makes sense and not just social justice related. But he literally obliterates these women on this on CNN with just facts, ladies and gentlemen. And in the comment section, I want you to write down, do you agree with, after I play it, do you agree with Don Lemon or the women? So write Don Lemon or write the women. Roll the clip.
If there is more interest in a men's sport, the business people, the people who make money off of sports, will put that on television because we live in a capitalist society. And if people are interested in that, then there would be more attention and more money would be paid. So it's about the money.
But here's the thing, and this is the point that I was making that goes to that, which is, why is that what people are watching? It's because it's what they're used to watching. Why is it because it's what they're used to watching? Because men were putting men's sports on TV way before women's sports. Yes. So it's this systemic, institutionalized thing. No, I'm not saying
they are just more interested in it.
But why are they more? But you're missing my point. Why are they more interested? Because men's sports has been around longer. People have been paying attention to it more. There have been these amazing female sports stars that have only become household names in recent decades. That's the point. And I'm saying if they had both started at the exact same point, they had both received the same amount of marketing and promotion and all that stuff.
Time out. I wish women could be genuine about what they're saying. Can you just be honest? No, we can go with women's basketball because to me, that's the most obvious. They can't even dunk. Nobody's watching women do layups, man. High school basketball, dudes dunking. Women professional basketball players aren't even dunking. When I was in high school at Dunbar High School, you can go look it up, 2003 to 2005, everybody on the team could dunk. I'm talking about windmills, boom, pregame, boom, throwing alley-oops, boom, in high school. You know how entertaining that was? And then you got women over there doing this. The three-point line ain't even three-point. I don't even think they use the same basketball. The hoop is too high. Okay, don't listen to me. Roll it.
And then we got to where we are today. That would be a different point.
Guess what? Big media giants, big
respect your
advertisers.
point.
This is another opportunity
Tell 'em, Don.
to put the money where your mouth is.
I don't believe that's accurate. I respect your point, and I hear what you're saying. I don't believe that's accurate. We live in a capitalist society, and if people can make money off of whatever it is, they are going to exploit it. And there is a reason, and I'm sure it's part of what you are saying, and it's part of what you're saying. And these are conversations that we need to have. But I just think that I just think that we are lying to ourselves if we believe that someone cannot sit here and speak the truth to what we're.
Can I read you a headline? This is a fact that my smart producer Annie gave me. Quote from Forbes: "The fastest growing audiences on TV are for women's sports."
Growing.
But that's because the ad dollars go. That's the point. They're coming at a later starting point than men's sports were. That's the whole point here.
And male footballers get paid so much because men go and watch the male football. Women footballers get paid so little because women don't go and watch it. So blame the other chicks. That is a female problem. It's nothing to do with us. The reason that female footballers or female sports stars get paid less than male sports stars is because nobody wants to fucking watch. Because nobody cares. Now, it's not women who are supporting the male sports stars, it's men. So if your own gender has betrayed you, don't turn to us and say we were the problem. Don't turn to the patriarchy. No, it's not the patriarchy. It's your fellow females who have zero interest in watching you run around and kick a ball in the net. That's why nobody pays you anything, because nobody wants to see it.
All right, now I gotta interject. I saw a clip that was a little different than this one, but I gotta interject. Like, I'm shocked that Don Lemon said these things, but I think I'm speaking to the choir. But for people out here that just found my channel, this is your first time listening, let me, what I do is I explain these things, right? Like, if women could be honest, I think we will have a more reasonable society. It's not as interesting as male sports. Women are not moving as fast as men are moving. Like I said, in basketball, women are not dunking. I made a video that got like 2 million views, maybe even 3 million views, of them trying to do co-ed track. They literally had a man on the last leg of the 400-meter dash, or it was a 400-meter relay. The women were, I don't know, the girl was 70 yards in front of everybody. And every man in the race caught her by the end. I got the clip. I want y'all to look at this. She up here, the American is right here. The rest of the men are behind him. She's way up here. She has to be about 50 meters in front of everybody. She has to be about 50 meters in front of everybody.
He is on his
Watch
game,
this.
44-44 to finish second at the NCAA championships this year.
A man, female. Males, female.
Down on third, and it is Jonathan Borlée, one of the
She's standing still.
Run in the Belgian 4x400 squad, but the Nigerian
She's standing still.
Doesn't look to have paid off. Not at the moment, anyway.
Here comes Deadman. Remember, top
and of course, the American blood is gonna kill it.
Deadman and the United States.
Male number 1,
Germany
2,
to second. The Dominican Republic
3,
into that third spot,
4, 5.
Nigeria is going to fade to last.
Everybody beat her. Caught her. It's not as interesting. I listen. I watch UFC fights. I love the UFC. Shout out to Dana White. I love the UFC. I go to the fights. When the female is on the main card, I wish people would be honest. It is a different fight. I see women fight, and when men fight, it is a different fight. I'm just going to explain it to you like this. There is no way whatsoever women will survive one round with men in MMA. There's absolutely no way. There's nothing. You talking about Israel Adesanya, some of these big and he just lost. A girl that's the top of the game, the biggest, baddest girl, will lose in the first 30 seconds against a man. It's just people are not interested. And let me tell you this, and I said this in another video. Somebody made a video about me laughing at me saying this. One of the reasons why people are watching female sports at all, period, is because it's sexualized. Have you ever seen beach volleyball? They're literally naked. Other than that, you will watch men jump 2 feet higher, smashing the ball at 300 miles per hour. I'm exaggerating on that, but it's so much faster than women. Look at women tennis. What are women wearing in tennis? Little mini skirts. And men are hitting the ball 3 times the speed of women. I remember when they had the little co-ed tennis thing and Serena Williams was there. She couldn't hit a single ball off of the guy. None. He went to her every time. Poor, poor, poor. She was missing. She couldn't even do nothing. She's the greatest woman athlete ever. And she's getting demolished. I mean, go to the next sport. What other sport you want to do? Women's track and field. Look at what they're wearing. They're literally wearing a Speedo, bikinis. Look at women's, I mean, now men do this in swimming as well, but look at swimming. And go to any sport. They pretty much naked. And I think that that's the only reason it draws in people, because all you got to do is go look at the crowd. Who's watching women basketball? I mean, it's not that popular because they look like dudes, but who's watching it? It's mostly men anyway. Who go to any other female sport, who's watching it? It ain't women. Women ain't showing up and showing out to support women in these sports. All you got to do is look at the audience. With as many women as it is in the world, if women just said, I will not support any other sport but female sports, why don't women do that? Because nobody's watching it. What you're trying to do is you're trying to force women into a male sport. And it's an alternative. It's cool to see women be able to do this, but they're not on the same level. Women couldn't do a Tour de France. Nobody would watch it. They're not 400 watts going up a mountain at 10 watts, 7 watts, 10 watts per kilo. They're not putting out power. They're not going 40 miles per hour in the sprint finish. It's not happening. They're not averaging 1,100, 1,200, 1,700 watts in the sprint finish at the Tour de France. It's not happening. That's why they're not as popular. Just accept it. It's okay. It don't mean that anything wrong, but people are not watching it. Let me give one more example, and I'll just keep it with male to male. How many people watch professional football versus high school? Is it discrimination against? It's because the level of athleticism on a professional level versus a high school level ain't even close. But ladies and gentlemen, somebody calling me. Maybe I hope it's Jesus. It's actually my wife. So I'll talk to y'all later. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.